Hello, good evening everyone. I am Mosumi from Infinitee Sports, and today our special guest is SRIKANT, SEKHAR, the MMA pro. So, hi sir.
Hi, how are you?
Hello sir.
Yeah,
So,
how are you doing?
good sir. How are you sir?
I'm doing fantastic. Please go ahead.
Okay, okay, very good sir. So, sir, how did you get into this sport, sir?
So I was always an athletic guy, and I've been playing a lot of sport from very childhood. I've been into a lot of things. I started with football, then I went to I played cricket for the state, football for the state, and basketball for the state. I was swimming at one point of time. I was playing badminton as well for university. So I was always an athletic guy, but
Wow.
like any other sports in team sports, there is a lot of corruption, and with a lot of corruption, there is a lot of negligence in the team. Like no matter how good you do or how well you perform, it doesn't matter because your team lost and you cannot go to the next stage. So at one point of time, I was pretty frustrated with everything because I don't know what is going on and how will I channelize my career in it because no matter how good I did,
Yes,
I was not going ahead. And slowly, like I started fading away from team sports and started ending up in singular sports. And then somewhere in graduation, I started joining wrestling because I was growing up and there was a lot of energy inside me. And as a kid who is growing up, as a guy who is growing up, there is a lot of inside energy inside him. So yeah, I wanted to try wrestling. And from that day I fell in love with wrestling, and there is never turning back or looking back. And since then I've been continuing. So it's been 10 years that I have been practicing combat sports in various disciplines.
wow. So, who has been your inspiration, sir,
Yep.
in this sports?
I cannot say one inspiration because the inspirations keeps on changing with time. When you're a young guy, you look at a guy like Fedor, like who is a big heavyweight at that time, and you feel like if Fedor is doing everything nice, and then with time, a lot of new talent comes in, and a lot of new techniques comes in because MMA is a very quick going sport, and as it is going very quickly, a lot of new guys are catching to the sport of MMA very fast. So with time, after Fedor came Ken Velasquez, he was a heavyweight champion, and then John Jones and Conor has a very nice style. Even wrestling style, if you see, uh, John Jones stand up to wrestling and stuff like things. And these are all the new hybrid fighters. And I like my focus kept on changing from style to style, and then I always wanted and tried to collect nice things from all the fighters so that I can put it in my game or how to look stylistical in my fights. So yeah, there is no one motivation, but there are a lot of motivation and a lot of
Wow.
factors leading me up to the sport.
Sir, did you have any dream for fight anyone special one, dream fighter, anyone?
Uh, are you talking about the country or everything in the world?
Oh, nice.
No,
Sir,
like, are you talking
how this,
about someone in the country?
if you could have, no country. Uh, if
Okay,
you
okay,
could
okay,
have anyone dream fight with anyone,
okay. Uh, there are a lot of I always wanted to end up in the top, and the top promotion is UFC, and I fight at featherweight or lightweight. Always want to have the belt. So whoever is holding the belt, I would love to fight with that guy. But right now it is Khabib, and after a few years he will retire, and then a lot of new guys will come in. So I don't know. By the time I reach there, teams might change, people might change, and my aim might change. So you never know. But stylistically, if you say me, my next fight in India, I would love to have against Anshul because he's a kid who is growing up and making a lot of name, but he's not there yet. Still, he's making a lot of name and hype from Delhi. So yeah, I would like to request Tiger Shroff and Aisha Shroff to just give me that fight, and I have to prove a lot of points.
Sir, why is
Yep.
your nickname is Captain Crazy?
I don't know. Maybe I was very crazy in the like when I was very young. Like I don't know. I've been doing a lot of
Everyone
things,
call you
jumping
Captain
off
Crazy.
mountains
Then
into
I
the
thought,
rivers and
why
seas
is
and
your name is
stuff like
Captain Crazy?
that. Yeah, so
Sir,
somewhere out of nowhere, everyone is calling me crazy, crazy, crazy guy, doing this, doing that, punching people in for a living, getting punched in the face for a living, making money out of it. So yeah, so the name always stuck on, and it is still there, Captain Crazy.
okay, wow. Sir,
Yeah,
Indian Combat Sports Academy. Uh, Tell me
yeah.
about this, sir. And it's
So Indian Combat Sports Academy is my club where I train, and currently we have 5 to 6 pro fighters and 5 6 amateur fighters. So it is the best club in the country right now because all the top guys in the country are in our gym, like Antra Jagasa, Clinton De Cruz, and Shamanand, and Anjan Raman, Uma. So a lot of guys who have achieved a lot of things in their career, they train with us. So Indian Combat Sports Academy is our clubhouse, and we fight under the banner of Indian Combat Sports Academy. So wherever I go to fight, I represent my own gym.
wow. So, we are listening this that thing that currently you are contract with Tiger Shop, MMA Sports.
Yeah,
So, up
one of his promotions. Yeah.
yes. So, what is this, sir?
So Matrix Fight Night. Is a Matrix Fight Night like it's a promotion like any other MMA promotions. Like if I would in simple if I would put it in simple words, it is like IPL. So you play cricket for your country, and then you other people play cricket for their country. But when IPL comes, everyone is under one franchise, either Mumbai Indians or Royal Challengers and stuff like that. So I we practice the sport of MMA, and MMA Matrix is a franchisee, so we are under contract with MMA Matrix right now for a couple of years, and from there we keep on like it is somewhat like an organization. You do a job in this organization for 2 3 years, then you do a job in other organizations. So MMA Matrix is a Tiger Shroff franchisee. So currently I am a promoted fighter in MMA Matrix.
Okay. So, how
Yep.
you maintain yourself at home during this lockdown? Because
So it is very difficult. It is very difficult for everyone to go to gym and all. But yeah, the gyms opened from August 5th. But when I was here from March, at least four months, there was no gyms. So I had a lot of weights in my garage, and I collected a lot of weights from my friends, put it in the garage, and we started training day and night over there. And 4 months, we just trained out of the garage, and I live in a hilly place. So going out in the nature, training, practicing, and running, it was an easy thing for us. Like it was not a very restricted thing for us for this lockdown. But yeah, people living in cities, it's a very restricted thing. But then yeah, our lockdown was pretty fun, and I'm planning back to go back to Bangalore and see how I can explore more about training because I don't know what is the situation over there, and I don't know when the gym is completely functional. So yeah, there is still a lot of gap to plan.
where are you now, sir? Bangalore at home.
No, I'm at home in Orissa. So I live in South Orissa in the mountains. So I stay here.
Uh,
I've been staying here from last 28. Like I'm born and brought up here, so I've been staying here since ever.
so, any your daily routine or fitness fit to yourself?
Yeah, so I wake up in the morning, I go for a run, I lift, and then take rest. In the evening, we have weight training, and there is a lot of different kind of training as well. Like in a year, if I put it in simple words, I train 4 hours a day, 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening. So 5 days a week, and 2 days I have off, and that is how like I try to keep myself fit and engaged because there is not a lot of things you can do, right? So whatever you can do, you need to do to keep yourself fit. You should just do it.
So, how so you're born and brought up all in Odisha.
Yeah, I'm born and brought up in Orissa.
Okay. When you go Bangalore, sir,
As soon as the transportation is there, so I'll go back to Bangalore. But right now there is a lot of restricted transport, so I don't know when I'm going back. But I'm planning to go back very soon because pretty soon, probably I'll have a fight in Bombay or maybe Delhi. So in a couple of months, I need to go back to training. I'll find a way to go back to Bangalore in 15, 20 days, maybe a month. But I'm stuck here from last 4.5 months. That's all I can
so,
say right now.
so your education, everything in Odisha, na?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I did my schooling here, and even my graduation and my masters, everything I did it in Orissa. So my initial plan was going to Bangalore and training, but I ended up doing a job in Bangalore because I had to make some money and then I can train myself, right? So I ended up doing a job in Bangalore for 2 years, 3 years in a French MNC, and then it was pretty hard to train and go to job. Then I just stopped my job and completely focused on training. So right now I just train. I don't do anything else. I don't do any job and anything else because my fights pay me up. So I'm beating people up and collecting paychecks.
Sir, you know, look at me, I'm very thin. Then how I fit myself? I'm very thin.
No, you just have to see, if I put it in scientific ways, you have to manage your calories. But right now, if I put it in simple words, eat a lot of food and try to lift some weight because
I
even
lost,
after you
I
eat a lot of
lost,
food, you
I
won't.
eat lots and lots, but no,
Yeah, but I don't think you lift a lot of weight,
I
right? You don't
put,
weight, don't lift a lot of weight.
yes, I need to gain my weight.
Hello? Yeah, so you need to lift a lot of weight, do a lot of lifting because if you eat, it doesn't go in the body. You need to break your muscles. To break your muscles, you need to lift, and once you start lifting, you will see you will start bulking up. And lifting is a very nice way to bulk up rather than just eating. So you eat, but also do some exercise like weight training and lift some weights. That's all I can say to you right now. Go to a gym and lift some weights.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you. Any fitness tip to
no, it's
anyone,
okay.
sir?
Like what kind of fitness
Any
tips you
fitness
want?
tip,
Like prop
anything anyone
fitness.
lose
See,
gain, weight gain.
yeah,
This,
on a common basis, I would just want to say everyone eat clean, eat healthy food, don't eat a lot of rubbish, and the body is a beautiful thing, and then you can take care of your body just by eating. If you whatever you feed in like whatever you feed is yourself, that is what you are. If you eat rubbish food, your body will be rubbish and you will feel rubbish. If you eat good food, your body will be good and you feel good. That is as simple as it is. So eat clean food and work out 45 minutes to 1 hour a day at least, and drink a lot of water, and everything will be perfect. And you don't have to do a lot of things to keep yourself very healthy. You just have to do some simple things and do it regularly and every day.
so, if you're not a fighter, else would
Yeah,
have been your choice.
I don't know. I can do anything right
Nothing.
now. Like if you, yeah, no, I can do anything. Like I'm a master's in business administration. Like I'm an MBA holder and in marketing and HR, so I can get into any kind of corporate job. I don't have any problem in it. I have 3 years of experience in a French company as well. And then apart from that, I've played basketball for the state. I've played football and cricket as well. So like, I've been playing a lot of sport. I know a lot of people. I can get into any college or being a sports teacher or university being a lecturer about sports. Like it's not a big deal for me. I can do anything right now. So my options are pretty much open, but I'm currently focused on fighting. So I'll keep focusing on fighting because I am too deep inside fighting, and there is no way I'm looking back and turning back. So I have to go forward from now. So I don't have to think about anything else of what I want to do and what I don't want to do right now. Maybe after I retire, I will plan something. But right now, for next 12 to 14 years, I'll be fighting.
Okay. So you can cook
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, I can cook a lot of things. What do you want to eat?
Anything in your hands, sir. It is my
Yeah,
pleasure.
I
You
cook a
cook
lot of
for
things.
me something.
Chicken. So I cook a lot of chicken, a lot of mutton, fish, and
I
biryani.
love mutton.
You
Which
name
one you
anything
love,
and
sir?
everything. Yeah, yeah. I also like mutton. There is nothing which beats mutton
Oh, wow,
with aloo
nice.
inside it. So yeah. So yeah, I've been cooking from a long time because I stayed out of home from 2007. After my 10th, I've stayed out of home. So it's been 13 years I'm staying out of home. So I know I've learned how to cook. From 13 years I'm cooking. So I know pretty much a lot of things to cook.
Okay, wow. Then you stay
Yeah.
in alone, so you have big family member, joint family or nuclear family, so
Uh, like we have a joint family back in our village, but then my parents work in Orissa, like in southern part of Orissa, but my native is in northern part of Orissa. So it's like 500 kilometers from here. So whenever we get time, we go back to the village. Apart from that, in Bangalore, I stay alone because there is no one over there. So I have to stay alone in Bangalore. And because why someone from Orissa will go and stay in Bangalore if they don't have any work? So I'm working there. I'm fighting there. I'm uh, training myself. So it is important for me to stay in Bangalore, not for my parents and my brother or someone else. So I stay in Bangalore alone. And the sole purpose of going to Bangalore is just training and training in our gym. Apart from that, I really don't have anything in Bangalore. So yeah, I stay in Bangalore and I do my own things.
you have any brother, sister, anyone?
Yeah, yeah, I have one younger brother. So he's
Oh.
I think yeah.
So what's your future plan for in our Infinity Sports? Do you think it is
Yeah.
fitness actress will be the next 10 years
Fitness what?
fitness sector?
Yeah. So like what do you want to know about it? Like I couldn't actually get your question, right?
Are you listening, na, sir?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Voice
please
are
tell me.
clear, sir? What
Yeah,
are
yeah.
your future plan for Infinity Sports?
Yeah.
How do you think this fitness sector will be next 10 years?
So, Infinite Sport is doing a good job supporting young talents and talented people who cannot support themselves. So, it's not a lot of things or organization come forward to do that. Tata is doing the same, Reliance is doing the same. So, yeah, I say like Infinity Sports right now, it's not a very big thing, but if you guys keep on continuing, one day it will be a very big thing where you can support talents from grassroots levels. And I look forward to organizations like this where they help athletes, because at one point of time I was a young guy and I didn't have any help. I wish I had help. I would have done a lot of things much better, but I didn't had help. Whatever I have done from my own uh, experience, and I have done from whatever I can do myself. And fitness, not only fitness, sports sector in India has a lot of like what do you would say, lot of there is a lot of talent in India right now, but the whole point is like not a lot of talent is coming out to the market because the opportunity is less. So even if I'm a very good wrestler, what will I do doing wrestling all my life? There is not a lot of things I can do only by doing wrestling. Like if I am an Olympic wrestler, I will probably go for Olympics couple of times or wrestle for the national team or get a job in police or traffic or something like that. And apart from that, I'm not living a luxurious life. I'm not living a lavish life. I'm not making a lot of money out of wrestling or out of just boxing. So it is really hard, but that is the whole point of sports as well. Like if you want to do get into something, you have to reach to the top, because everything on the top looks
Yes,
like a fairy tale. Everything in the top is very shiny. Everything in the top is very lavish. Apart from that, it's a very long journey to the top. So you really need to focus
yes,
going to the top. And anyone who is aspiring to be a sports person, I would really like to say be smart in your decisions, and be smart in your decision making, and be smart in your training. because it's very much like schooling. You invest your time in schooling and you go out and get a nice job. You invest your time in sports, you go out and become a nice athlete.
Okay. So, uh, how is this
Yeah.
lockdown impact you and your sports, sir?
So lockdown has impacted a lot of things. Lockdown has impacted movie industry. Lockdown has impacted sports industry. Lockdown has impacted job industry. So a lot of things has been impacted. But if I keep sticking to my sport, like any other sports, not a lot of people are allowed in the arena right now. So there is no public gathering. So I don't know how the government will come out with plans to do telecasting events without public gathering. And then training was pretty much hampered because gym was closed for 4 months. Everyone went home, and whatever they could do by themselves, they were doing, because I stay here in Orissa, and I have a gym in my house and I have a proper facility so I can train. But not a lot of people are as fortunate as I am. So they go back home, they don't have anything. They stay in their flats and hardly go to the rooftop to train. They don't go out. So maintaining fitness is a very big deal for a lot of people. For me, it was pretty easy because a lot of facility was available. Still, a gym is a gym. You need a gym for complete training, and I'm glad that
You miss
the
your
gyms
gym,
have
sir.
opened right now. Yeah, I have been missing my gym from last 3 months because
Oh,
I don't have much of, yeah, because I don't have much of experience anything apart from gym. Like I go through a fight and I'm hardly out of training for a month, not more than that. So in a month I'm always back in the gym. But right now it's been 4 months, so I like it feels like a new thing. So I'm pretty much eager to go back to the gym and start training.
now what are you doing, sir, in your whole day in this lockdown period?
I train. I just train, do a lot of cycling, do a lot of swimming, do a lot of running, do a lot of lifting, and try to study documentaries, in the sense if I'm very fascinated about old guys fighting, in the sense Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is one of my favorite things. But if you see Mike Tyson's life journey, it's very fascinating how a young kid from downtown Brooklyn became the biggest boxing star of the world. So you need to learn personalities. So I'm trying to learn personality. I'm trying to study personalities, Mike Tyson, Jack Dempsey. So a lot of things are there to study as well. A lot of the things are there to learn about training as well. A lot of things are there to learn about nutrition as well. So all my lockdown I spent trying to learn about the body, about the psychology, about food, about nutrition, about training, about different people. So I'm investing my time in myself in this way, because these are something which are very important in my career. I need to know a lot of things, so I'm trying to get a lot of knowledge about it.
Okay. Then how do you all India for this against Corona, sir?
I didn't get your question. Sorry.
How do all India for fight this Corona, sir? How can you fight?
So
How we fight?
there are a lot of complications with corona. Corona is not as easy as the news shows it, because sometimes they show the mask is helpful, sometimes they show the mask is not helpful, sometimes they show it spreads through the virus spreads through air, sometimes they show the virus spreads through touch. So there's a lot of fake news and misconception about corona as well. So as a citizen, I would like to just say you be very clear about your decisions regarding corona. Be very smart about your decisions, be very educated about the whole thing, what is happening in this world, and follow the government rules, because following the government rules helps the government to implement rule as well, and helps everyone to uniform the rules. So if the government says something, if 50% of the people are doing and 50% of the people are not doing it, so there is the whole policy is not properly implemented. And apart from all these things, I would like to just say stay fit, like staying fit is a long term goal. Like you just cannot stay fit in one day. It is a long term process, a lifelong process. And in this whole process of staying fit, you will gain your own immunity, and immunity is not a one day thing. It's a lifelong process. So yeah, eat clean food, stay away from crowded places, and try to stay fit, work out, and your immunity goes up.
Everyone this time, so everyone involved is very much in phone, the mobile phone. Then
Yeah,
how youth
yeah.
move on this phone? Everyone in
Yeah, this is a very good question. Or and it's one of the very important things to talk about because everyone sitting at home is connected through the phone, but the phone is not doing a lot of help to you. It is just harming you in a lot of ways, and especially young children. I would like to say like there should be a time limit in young children's life where they are allowed to use the phone or not allowed at all, because I don't think any school going children they need phones at all. So maybe after your 10th or 12th you will need a phone when you go out of the house. Apart from that, I don't think there is a need of unnecessary giving phone to people or small kids. And then
small kids are
the
this time,
major
so
problem
all
starts
every
with
time play game in phone. They
yeah,
cannot
like
run
I
out
won't really
ground.
support that, because yeah, no, no. Parents have to play a really important thing in this, because if something happens, like if the child is crying, they are giving it the phone. Like go and play games. Like it is not
Yes.
the way you do parenting. You cannot just give a phone. You just cannot just give a phone and shut him up, because what happens from very childhood, there is a habit of looking down like this towards the phone, and with that, what happens? Your backbone curves, and when your backbone curves, and when your backbone curves, your height doesn't grow, you are hunched back, and then your brain doesn't develop properly because your backbone is not straight or aligned. And then you will always have lower back problems, you will have back aches, and you won't grow properly. That doesn't show in the first 10 years, but when you're growing towards your 14 or 16 age group, that time your whole development process shows. The guys who are playing will grow very fast and strong, and then the guys who are into phone from very childhood will have a very difficult growth. And that is where the problem of parents starts, because the kid is unhealthy. Now the kid has stunned growth, they don't have proper growth, they don't know how to play um, sports, they don't know how to keep themselves fit, take care of them. So it will be a very difficult job for the parents later on. So better right now, don't give them phones, and make them include in physical activities.
I have students, sir. They don't
Yeah,
know this time what is kabaddi game.
yeah,
She she is a
but
kid,
everyone
but
knows
they
PUBG.
yes, everyone knows PUBG. Everyone knows.
Yeah, but yeah, but how many people have made career out of PUBG? Almost no one. Very few people in the country made career out of PUBG. But everyone plays. 99.9% of the people play. They spend a lot of time into it, they spend a lot of effort into it, they damage their eyes watching into the phone, but you don't get anything substantial out of it. Maybe if there was a PUBG World Cup and you are playing for it, that's a different thing. But nothing like that happens. You're just playing for fun, and you're just wasting your time, you're wasting everyone's time, you're wasting yourself, you're wasting your health. A lot of things are online, so I don't think it's very recommendable for people to be inside phone for so long.
So do you play PUBG?
No, I don't play any kind of sport. Like I just use my phone to talk, or if I have some Instagram, or maybe if I have some online interviews like this or things like this. I'm not much into social media. I just post things and I forget about it. I don't know what people say. A lot of people say a lot of things, so it really doesn't concern me. If people say good about me, I feel good. If they say bad about me, it really doesn't bother. Like everyone has their own opinion. Everyone free to give their own opinion.
Okay. So our parents said that if you not going not school, then you get not good job. But they did not support any kind of sports. Then why, sir?
Yeah. So, at the time when our parents were growing up, sports was not a big thing because everyone came from a poor background. So, I was doing a survey today morning, and it said everyone in India thinks they're in middle class. Whereas, if you see the world population, India has only 2% middle class in their country. Rest 98% are lower income group or poor people. So, everyone in India thinks they are middle class, but it's not the case. So what happens is like when there are a lot of people who are coming from poor background or lower income background, their first thing is to get a job. Without a job, it's nearly impossible to sustain life in day to day world. You need to make money, right? So making money is the first priority, and that was what our parents have to go through because they made money, and that is the reason you sustain, I sustain, and now we have to make money. So things like that. The channel of making money those days were very less. Only jobs, either public sector companies or either government sector companies, and very less private sector companies had jobs those days. So the first and foremost important thing was to get a job, and they grew up in that mentality. So they would like us to have that mentality as well, like go study and get a job, because other sectors, everything is like black space. You go inside it and you don't know what is going to come out from the other side of the tunnel, so you are basically walking in the dark alone. And you can only do this much if you have confidence in yourself, and if you don't have a confidence in yourself, I don't think you should do anything apart from the job, because be safe and secure in your life. And yeah, so a lot of importance was given to job those days. And nowadays when they see a lot of opportunity coming, I don't know about everyone else, I would say, like to say about my parents, when they see a lot of opportunity coming, I don't think it's a big problem for people these days. They can find a lot of things to do of their own choices, as long as they are not doing any crime, and as long as they are paying the bills, it's okay, they can do whatever they want to do.
So, did you think the family support is a big thing in this moral support, main
Yeah, of
support?
course. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. So there are times when you're pretty much mentally down, there are times when you're physically down, and if someone says you something wrong, like it stays with you, and it stays with you forever. But if people are there to support around you, and they are always supportive, they say positive things, like it really helps. And in the morning, if you wake up and someone says you something bad, it will stick with you for the whole day. And in the morning you wake up and someone says you something good, it will stick with you for the whole day. So in that way, if you count, like having a lot of support and positivity around helps. And it has really helped me in the growth of my career as well.
Okay. So, do you think any future in India for MMA sport fighting?
Yeah, of course. Same in the UFC in very short period of time. So you'll be seeing me fight in the US pretty soon. Don't worry about it. Like MMA in India is in good hands, and you can expect me to be the torchbearer of MMA in the country.
So, if anyone start their career in fighting like you, then how they start their career?
Uh, Nowadays there are a lot of opportunities. When I was fighting, there was not a lot of opportunities. So now people can do amateur sports like boxing, kickboxing, grappling, jiu-jitsu. They can test themselves out in the national circuit. They can win medals, and they can go through a lot of exposure and experience. Then they can turn pro. But when I was fighting, there was not a lot of opportunity. There are very few tournaments, very few gyms, very few training. So like when I started, there were not a lot of smart fighters, but there are a lot of new guys who are coming up, because there are a lot of opportunity right now. And if someone is really started fighting, I think they should enter amateur circuit, like plain sports like jiu-jitsu, boxing, kickboxing, any sports. And then they need to carry out to national championships or international championships. And when they think they are really good, they can beat anyone in the country or abroad, and they are world class level. And they have a scope, they have a mindset of becoming a champion, or they have a mindset of becoming someone really good, and they want to continue in their career. And that is where they should turn pro, because turning pro, there is no way looking back. You have to only look forward, because you are under contract and you are making money out of it, and you need to be very focused. And everyone thinks like you become a sports person, you start enjoying life. There is no enjoyment in becoming a very big sports person, because every day is a routine, and every day is a lifestyle, and every day you are putting in work. There is hardly some time to go out and enjoy. And everyone thinks like you win fights and you go and party. No, nothing like that happens. You come home, take break for some times, and maybe a couple of drinks, and then in a couple of weeks you are again training for the next fight. So you are continuously training, you're continuously improving yourself. There is hardly any time to enjoy. So yeah, so this is what I want to just say to the young guys who think like I will come to the sport and start enjoying. uh, like any other thing, you can enjoy the process, or you can enjoy being the guy in the country with a name or fame or stuff like that, but the whole process is not very enjoyable. It's a lot of work and it's a lot of dedication.
So, lots of middle class boys, girls have talent, more talent, but
Yeah.
the family condition is very poor. They drop their talent. So,
Yeah.
what do you think, sir, they do about their?
One second. I think it just shook. Yeah. So, see, I don't think I can help everyone and anyone, but just by saying things. At the end of the day, everyone has to find their own ways. In the sense, when I was coming up, I didn't had any help. Like I had to find ways. I was studying and I was training. I was doing my MBA and I was training. I was doing my graduation and I was training. So I used to go to college in the morning and train in the evening. So I didn't had any kind of help, right? And you should not expect help. Like you should go out searching for opportunities. When opportunities will never come to you, you have to go out in search of opportunities. And for guys who want to come up and cannot do it, they have to find a way. It's as simple as that. You cannot blame it on someone like I couldn't do because I didn't get help, I couldn't do because no one helped me, I couldn't do because the situations were not right. If you really want to do something bad, you will always find a way to do it, and you will definitely go and prosper in it. But you have to have faith on yourself, on what you're doing and what you want to do in your life, and having that faith helps. So yeah, you have to just find a way, like work and go and train, go to studies, go and train, do a part-time job, go and train, whatever you want to do, but just keep training.
Yes, sir, you have achieved many things in your life. Which one is the best? You feel wow. You feel wow that time.
uh I don't know. I don't know. There are a lot of things I have done, but I've never yeah, I've never found complete satisfaction in anything yet. I don't know. I have not found the complete satisfaction in anything yet. So right now I'm still in search of a lot of things. I'm not very satisfied with my life right now. I have a lot of things to do. Maybe in future, when you and me will talk after a lot of years, I can. I hope I'll be able to answer that question.
Okay. So when
Yeah.
you enter MMA cage, what time that you what in your mind that time? What is your mind that
Nothing. Everyone thinks like you go inside the cage and a lot of things are running in your mind, but that's a very wrong idea. If you have trained enough, I don't think there is anything stopping you inside, and I don't think there are any blues inside the cage, because we have trained everything for our lifelong. Like I've been training MMA from 10 years. So anything I do in the cage, I've already seen it. I've already felt it. I've already gone through it. I know how it feels. I know how it feels under the light. I know how it feels in the crowd. I know how it feels in the TV. So I really don't have to think about it. I can be normal now. But yes, when I was in my initial stage, I was pretty afraid of the cameras, because the cameras which are telecasting are pretty big, like it's very huge, and they are right in front of your face, and then all over the hall and from the top, and there are big lights on your face when you're fighting. So if someone punches you, you cannot see the punches properly, because a light is falling in your face, and you have to get through all these things. You have to understand how to play it out, and then slowly and slowly you get used to the cage or the ring, whatever you can say. It takes time, but sometimes I really feel like, why am I doing this? Like, when I go to the cage, I feel like, what is wrong with me? Why am I coming here to beat people up or getting beaten? So
Okay.
yeah.
So someone is comment. Good evening, sir. Please describe the value of struggle in your way. Please, sir, describe.
Value of struggle.
Yes, sir.
uh Value of struggle is, I would say, experience is everything you will get out of anything you do. Experience is the biggest thing ever. There is nothing which beats experience, and experience comes with time, and you cannot beat time. And struggle is not a 1 day, 2 day, or 1 year, 2 years. Struggle is lifelong. In your life, you will keep struggling for a lot of things in a lot of ways. Maybe you will struggle to make money. Maybe you'll struggle to become a good person. Maybe you'll struggle to become successful in what you are doing. But like any other thing, you put a seed. With time and experience, the seed grows, and then it starts giving fruit. Yeah, you need to invest time, and that is what I can say out of experience. And struggle is experience, and time is struggle. The more you're putting in your time into something, the more you're struggling about it. And believe in yourself, and keep like, have the faith. Things will turn out in your side. And I don't think anything beats experience and time. And struggle has always paid for everyone, so don't worry about the outcome. Just put in the effort.
Wow. So,
Yep.
if you think any kind of change to build a MMA academy in West Bengal.
I think there is a kickboxing academy, 360 kickboxing. So I was playing in a pro tournament in what is the university in Bengal, Kolkata, the government university.
Okay. So
There
I
is a
have
government university in Kolkata.
okay, sir. So I have 5 questions for
So
you for rapid fire.
yeah, sure, no problem.
I
Yeah,
okay. Then start, sir.
yeah, sure.
Sachin or Ganguly?
Wow, that's a hard thing, huh?
Which one, sir?
I liked Ganguly. I liked Ganguly.
Right.
I like Ganguly
Okay.
because he's very raw in his approach. Sachin, his I don't know,
It
man.
is very
Ganguly, yeah,
complicated.
yeah. Still,
Okay,
I'll go for
boxing or
Ganguly.
MMA?
MMA any day.
Okay. Swimming or running?
Swimming, the best thing ever.
Biking or cycling?
Of course, fighting. There is nothing like fighting. Or fighting or
School
biking.
or college? Biking.
School.
School.
So, what did you ask? Fighting or yeah,
Okay. Uh, biryani or dosa?
biryani.
You love biryani. So another question.
Yeah,
I am
any day.
feeling very
Dosa,
positive now.
dosa
Thank
doesn't
you,
have.
sir.
Yeah, you're very
Someone,
welcome. If I could make you feel positive.
yes, sir. Dosa say
Yeah, dosa doesn't have chicken. I love chicken or mutton. I'm a meat eater, so I will any day go for biryani. I don't have to go for dosa.
okay. Mango apple,
Yeah, mango, apple you can get all around the year. Mango only in the season.
Odisha or Bangalore?
Orissa any day, especially where I stay. I stay in the hills and the mountains. It's lovely out here, so I will never prefer city life. Never ever.
Hill or beach?
Uh, Depends. I think I'll take both. If I can take both.
Okay. Formal or casual dress?
Yeah. Uh, that's a hard one. I like to wear a lot of dress. So I would go for
I thought the comfortable
it's an
dress.
occasional thing. Yeah, but you always look good in uncomfortable dress, like formals. They don't fit you well, but
Yes.
you look good in it. And like t-shirts and half pants, they are very comfortable, but you don't look good in it. Uh,
Love
I'll go
marriage
for
or
formals.
arranged marriage?
I don't know. I've never thought about it, and
So someone
I
is
don't know. I don't
questioning,
know.
sir, will you
Yeah,
like to join politics?
yeah. Of course, if I can change something in this country, or if I can change something at least in the community, why not? I would like to join politics. Why not? I would like to join any day. The whole point is I have to learn everything from zero, because like the way I have learned training from zero, I have to learn things about politics from zero, and it's a long way to go ahead in politics.
Both of them has separate talent. Both are great in their own way. I thought this for Sachin and Ganguly. Someone comment
Yeah,
this.
yeah, exactly. Like they are pretty good in their own ways, but I think Ganguly changed a lot of things in the Indian cricket team. Sachin scored a lot of runs, gave us a lot of trophies, but I think Ganguly changed a lot of things in the Indian team.
If get any chance one day PM, what you do, sir?
Like me being the prime minister.
Yes.
Yeah, there are a lot of things I want to do. Lot of things, lot of things. I cannot discuss everything over here because it'll be politically incorrect. But there are a lot of things I would like to do, especially like everyone will say like, okay, you come become a PM. I want to help people. This, that, blah, blah, blah. A lot of things are there, but there are a lot of things which you need to like address, like the education system and the per capita income, the GDP. A lot of things are there. So yeah, I would like to be like I would love to be the PM of the country. Why not? And it comes with a lot of power, but it comes with a lot of responsibility, a lot of I know there are a lot of people who are hardworking there being politicians. They know their responsibilities, but there are also people who misuse their power and they don't understand responsibility. So yeah, of course, why not? Like I want to be the PM, and with great power comes great responsibility, and I think I can do a good job.
So do you watch movie?
Yeah, I watch a lot of movie. I watch a lot of movie, but
Who is
I
your
don't watch
favorite actor, sir?
boys girls love stories. In Bollywood,
Yes, in Bollywood.
in Bollywood, I would say Amir Khan is pretty good. Like he's one
Uh,
genius. He can do a lot of things.
he,
Even
yes,
like
great.
he can do intellectual movies. But apart from that, I don't think a lot of actors are trying a lot of things, like experimenting with themselves. I think a lot of guys are there who can do a lot of things, like Vicky Kaushal and Tiger Shroff is there. These guys can do a lot of things, but I don't think they're experimenting enough. But yeah, Amir Khan is experimenting a lot, so that is what I like about Amir Khan. He experiments a lot, and like he is the guy I look
Any
forward to
actress?
when movies come in the screen. Actress, like, I
Any
don't find
favorite actress?
anyone really good. No, I don't think there are really good
Okay.
actresses in this country. A lot of them they just depend on their smile or their face or the figure, whatever it is. But I don't think there are a lot of good actresses in the country. Yeah, Alia Bhatt is really good. Alia Bhatt is really good actress, and like she is a new generation actress, Alia, and like
The Priyanka
she
Chopra is
brings in
also
the
good, sir.
depends on what people like, but I like Alia, so I can say you about
Okay.
Alia. Yeah,
In Hollywood actors,
yeah.
the actress.
Hollywood, there are a lot of guys. Like Tom Hanks is one of my favorite, and Keanu Reeves, like in the sense John Wick. If you have seen John Wick, if you understand how Keanu Reeves is, because Keanu Reeves is a guy who just doesn't do stunt. He really trains for it. He does jiu-jitsu, he does boxing, he does kickboxing, and then he comes back and does the same thing in the movie in a very nice, orderly way. and he's a real martial artist. So I like Keanu Reeves a lot.
Okay. Any actress?
Yeah, yes, actress. There are a lot of Hollywood actress, but I think Scarlett Johansson is really hot, and Nicole Kidman is a very good actress, and Kate Winslet, very good actress. So these guys are really good, very good, optimal level actresses.
Sir, you love to adventure.
Yeah, a lot. So I keep on
So
traveling every
someone is
year. I go on bike rides.
uh, okay. Another comment, sir. So I think
Yeah,
we need to change the rule, not the ruler. Changing the rule is more important than changing the ruler, because ruler will be changed, but the rule will be remain still unchanged. Do you want to
yeah,
agree with this?
yeah. Of course, like the rule stays forever. But the whole problem with democracy is if a new guy comes in and he comes with a different kind of mindset, he comes with a different kind of rule set. There is a provision that he might change the rules as well. Like there was, like I won't don't want to comment on NRC if it is good or bad or things like that. But there was nothing like NRC before. So once the guy, like the ruler comes in, they start making their own rules, and now NRC is into play, or whatever is happening with NRC is happening. So yeah, the every 5 years, every 10 years, the guys keep on coming, and they keep on bringing in new rules and regulations because they want to impact the society. Sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's really bad. But it depends on the mindset of the guy who comes in. It depends on the mindset of the person who is responsible for what he is doing or she is doing. If they know what they are doing, I'm very happy and good. Like I'm very helpful and I'm very thankful as well. Like I would support them. If they really don't know what they are doing, I think the whole country is in jeopardy.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no problem.
Any motivation? Any this lockdown period? Any motivation for anyone with any Indian?
Yeah, more than motivation, I just like to give an advice. Don't watch a lot of phone. Don't watch a lot of unnecessary thing. Don't watch a lot of fake news which is circulating in the country, and try to support each other as human beings and be good neighbors, and don't throw out uh, don't be really bad to guys who are corona infected, and don't throw out their names in the public because it's a question of identity out there. So everyone who is corona positive or has struggled through corona, they never knew it was going to happen with them. Someday it can happen to you, someday it can happen to me, so things like this can happen. So yeah, be positive about the whole thing. Be positive about your whole life. Work out, eat good food, work out, and go to your work or work from home, whatever it is. Spend time with your family. Live a quality life. That is all I can say.
Sir, another comment. You should join
Yeah, sure.
politics. Your thoughts are unique, sir.
Yeah, of course. I want to. I'm not very like I don't know what is there in hold in politics, but I am very much interested in it because I think I can do a lot of things. And right now, I'm not concentrating upon it, so you cannot name me as a politician. So yeah, of course, let's see how everything plays out.
The independence is near. So anything say to our country, our viewers.
I'm going from very childhood. Like I've been very proud of my country. So there are our country is one of its kind. It has deserts, it has rivers, it has oceans, it has mountains. So not a lot of country have all these features. And I'm a travel loving guy, so any day I want to travel to any part of the country. I can go to the highest peaks or I can go to the lowest deeps in Andaman. So I'm very proud of my country. It has so many people from different kind of background. It has so many people from a different kind of culture. Like every day you go to a different, like every time you go to a different state, you will find a different kind of culture, so you are not really bored with the same culture all around the country at any point of time. point of time. Anytime you travel, it's always different. So yeah, and I'm like I still believe the people of the country are very important people, and the people of the country, the farmers, the soldiers, everyone is really important to the country, because these are the building blocks or the building pillars of the country, and these are the people who have helped the country grow. And I would wish to contribute to things like uh, these, like the farmers, soldiers, or even the politicians, even the people who are in education system. So these are the people who are building the country, and they should keep on doing good work, and keep helping the country in a lot of ways. And this is how we together will grow. We cannot grow alone.
So thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir, giving your evening, sir. It's our pleasure you have
no
here.
problem. Yeah, no
Okay,
problem,
bye,
Mosmi.
sir.
Have a nice evening. Have a nice evening.
You too, sir. Okay,
Yeah,
bye, sir. Good night.
good night.